Learning a lot about something that happened to me as a child that I never really considered to be super traumatic. And long story short, when I was 4, my family and I lived in a place called the Daintree, which is in far north Queensland. It's full rainforest, super remote. The closest city was like 4 hours away. I just have such fond memories. It was the most magical place you could ever think of. It was just so many trees. It was so peaceful. It was right on a crocodile-infested river, but I wasn't thinking about that as a kid. I just felt like I was surrounded by fairies, and my parents would always say that I was like talking to the fairies. When I was around 4, there was a huge flood, and we get floods like this every 100 or so years. They're not as common. It destroyed everything. Our house that was like 20 feet off the ground was underwater, and my mom and I were actually not there at the time. We were visiting my grandmother. And I always thought that this never really affected me because I wasn't there. But my dad was there and he had to evacuate. He had to get on his boat to go pick up my aunt and who was pregnant, and which she was with her son and her husband, and they had to swim through crocodile-infested water to get on my dad's boat because it all happened so fast. They all got out to safety. Long story short, I remember pre-flood, but I have zero recollection of post-flood. Apparently, through therapy and talking to my parents, I've realized that we actually did go back and we were living back at the house, cleaning up for about 8 months. And I have zero recollection, which is just like crazy to me that I do not remember it at all. What I have realized in therapy that I actually have a lot of held in trauma as a child. I think from a young age, I really taught myself that things can just be taken away. And it's created this very anxious attachment style. And there's a lot of pain behind that. And I think the more I've kept diving into it, I've had so many times where I'm just like inconsolably crying as I keep saying, I just want to go back. I want to go back to my home. I miss my home. And I think it's me as a child never having processed those feelings, now processing them as an adult because they've been all buried inside me. Therapy, guys, it's so amazing. You got to do it. Everyone,